Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente, yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 667, primarily in a row. My name's Rob Hoback. Happy that you're here, honored and humbled that you keep coming back like for reals. Hey, it's Friday. That means it's an F it Friday, right? If you don't know what an F it Friday is, it's anything in your life like, we need to do that. And then all of the voices, oh, do this, like F it. We're gonna address that situation, right? Whether that's an upgrade, something in your life, it's a conversation you need to have, whatever. Just shooters are going to shoot, right? And sometimes you're going to miss, but shooters are going to shoot. So without any further ado, let's get to work. So it's August the 14th, 2020. It's a work day. I got a lot of work to do. I'm sure you do too. First things first, still the realist. You know what I'm advancing, right? As I sat here this morning, thought about like, okay, in my life, the key categories, like every single one of them is advancing. Some much quicker than others, right? So I need to focus some of my energy in some other aspects of my life and reprioritize a few things, just tweaks, right? Which brings us to our real talk of the day, is it's Dame time, right? Do you know what Dame time is? If you're an NBA fan, you know what Dame time is. I've been talking about Damian Lillard for a couple weeks now from the Portland Trail Blazers. Love that guy, little bitty guy. He's like 6 foot something, from Weber State. Nobody heard of this guy. Plays out in Portland. Nobody watches anybody in the West play because they come on so late. All of a sudden, they're in Florida, in the bubble. He's on TV all the time, and it's Dame time. I mean, it is unbelievable. It's impressive. This is a guy who's got, this is Sports Center, Dame time commercials and all that. But so his name's Damian Lillard, right? That's a play on game time. And when the fourth quarter shows up in a game and they're playing and he starts just making everything, people are like, it's Dame time, right? And so he's the same guy that he's fiery, but without ever showing it, right? Like he's something else, right? And so he was at it again last night, taking shots, coming down the floor, people leaving him open. He's like 2 steps over half court, draining, like Steph Curry-esque. And I'm like, man, this guy is amazing. So a lot of fun to watch him, but just reminded me that we all have that in us, right? It's whether we choose to let that lion out or not. And we can only let that lion out if we're in the right circumstance, if we're doing what we're supposed to be, if we're great. It's Dame time, right? So let's go to our thank yous and we're done for the day. Number one, God has been good to us in the good times and the bad. There's no disputing that, right? He gave us all the possible. We have all the talents where we can have our own version of Dame time. It's whether we do it or not. I'm thankful for Damian Lillard. He's an example for all of us, right? That if you believe, if you work hard, all those things, you can accomplish anything. I'm thankful for my buddy Greg B, right? Guy that I used to work with. We only work together for a limited amount of time, but sometimes you form a connection with people that transcends that. And Greg and I have a relationship like that. And I was able to catch up with him yesterday and just to hear his story of where the dynamic of our relationship changed a few years ago and how his life has just blossomed, right? In a way that he didn't even imagine, right? And it was just such a beautiful story to hear. And just, it's great to catch up with people like that, people that you have a connection with. And for whatever reason, it's not as strong as it was, or circumstances have changed, and then you catch back up with them, like, God has rewarded that person for being faithful. Right? I love that. I'm thankful for the Bartlesville Bruins. I'm thankful that the kids got to scrimmage last night. We had a lot of fun. Thankful that the kids are back in school too, right? Honestly. They all had a good day yesterday, and we're doing it again this morning. So thankful for the General Lee. His visit here is about over, but it's always great to have my dad here. I love that stuff. Again, back to school, we already talked about that. INFC, I'm thankful that we're playing football, right? It's a very good distraction for these kids right now. And hopefully everybody stays safe and healthy. We shall see. And then I'm thankful that I understand the need to have a plan, right? Like this is something that none of us are born with. We're not born as planners, right? We observe other people planning ahead. Just in the last few years, it's the light has turned on in my head, in my life. That's like, look, you got to have a plan, right? If you don't have a plan, you're like a paper bag, just floating around in the universe. And I want to be like that. So I'm thankful for today, thankful for tomorrow, whatever they bring. Thankful for it all, thankful forever. With that, we're done for the day. Hands up, peace out. We're better together. Appreciate you stopping by on an F-It Friday. You're doomed to live the life that you'll tolerate. Remember that, right? So as you look around your life like, I don't like that anymore, Stop tolerating it. Fix it. With that, we're done. We'll see you tomorrow on a Savage Saturday. Deuces. Hashtag Real Talk. Love you.